I'd like to say that we've been here in this building since 1910. So we're not a fly-by-night. We've kept it going all those years, as the pictures around the wall will show you. In the time when Don Bosco lived, and I know this is not here, it's in Turin, there were a lot of kids on the street. And when a lot of kids appear on the street, people get frightened. Now there's a big difference between poor kids and criminal kids. Most of these are not criminal kids, they're poor kids with no options in life. The best way to help children like that is to educate them. And so we started a school of skills for them, where they could learn a skill, and if we thought if they have a skill, they could make progress in life. Without a skill, without education, you have no chance. So it was for the poor children, and we've been working with the poor children ever since.
The Learn to Live School of Skills is part of the Salesian Institute and is one of the 4 programs that they run to develop the youth of South Africa. And our whole focus is to develop and prepare our learners for the job market. We follow a 4-year program. It's an academic side and a school side. The school side, we have 4 workshops: electrical, hairdressing, hospitality and woodwork. And then on the academic side, we have 8 teachers that teach the subjects different to the mainstream school. We've integrated the subject as a whole, and we do project-based learning.
At the Salesian Institute, we make use of project-based learning across all disciplines and all programs at the Institute. Project-based learning is about developing a solution-seeking mindset. So learners are able to understand how they learn, not only what they are learning.
This is Woodwork Department from Learn to Live, where we teach our learners the skills of working with wood according to specific measurement. We are teaching them entrepreneurship skills with those things that we have. So we are teaching them to work with what they have.
Hairdressing falls under the Learn to Live program, and we focus on creatively styling, cutting and coloring the hair. We use mainly mannequins, and in some instances we use the learners as our clients. Because when we look nowadays, the rate of unemployment is very high, so it's difficult for them to get jobs. So hairdressing is a skill which they acquire on their own, so they can actually be entrepreneurs, they can actually work on their own, and they can actually start their own salons.
The subject contains obviously is electrical. We've got various year groups, which is from year 1 up to year 4. When they get to year 4 level, it is basically that they are more advanced, and we get them actually, we gear them up to get work ready. And the main thing is that there's a variety of topics that they do within the electrical environment, which is they start off with resistance boxes. Then they go over to 3-heat systems, which is the ones that we did this morning on the board. And then from there we go over to lighting circuit. So there is a variety of things that they actually are exposed to.
The subject is hospitality studies, and it falls under the Salesian Learn to Live school. And the students learn everything that is basically in line with the international syllabus. And because it is a beautiful field, but it requires a lot of raw materials, and we're looking at anything from vegetables to fruits, fish, anything, staples, flour, rice, anything, everything that people need to produce a daily plate of food. We poached fish. We're going to do some more chicken dishes, and we're moving on to beef dishes.
This was an initiative by Porsche, Germany. part of their CSR, corporate social responsibility, to help underprivileged youngsters. They are trained in, to a high degree in electronics, because the cars of the future is, has much electronics in it, and also high voltage for the electric cars of the future.
The Waves of Change program empowers disadvantaged and unemployed youth between the ages of 18 to 35 years old from Cape Town and also surrounding areas by preparing them to find work in the maritime industry. This particular program impacts directly on approximately 200 youth annually. All the participants complete a 2-week life skills program, then they go on to complete safety and familiarization courses. They obtain their medical certificates, seaman record books, and other requirements to become seafarers.
The NEETS program is for young adults from 18 to 24, 25 who are not in employment, in education, or in training. That's the NEETS acronym. What we're trying to achieve here is bring one community, 36 learners from one community, and put them through a 1-year course that will enable them to get experience with learning how to do courses for skills, doing community service or work, and work experience. It can become quite challenging to help out everybody in the class. And the other one is also funding. As always, these programs, we would love to reach out to as many communities as possible, but we're always held back by funding. So the more funding we get, the more communities we can reach.
When I came here, I was very shy and I didn't speak a lot. But then I actually found my voice here.
It's a happy place. It's a place of learning and being creative, finding yourself and just bettering yourself, showing it to your community that you are able to do the things that they thought you couldn't do.
I'm actually graduating today, something which I'm grateful for, because this is my very first accomplishment in my life.
I was brought up in a difficult background, so there was like the area that I live in isn't what you can say like high standard. So it has also opened my mind, like made me open-minded to say I can do stuff in life, like I can achieve stuff.